Morning, everyone. The year 2000. You think back to the year 2000, George Bush was battling Al Gore for the presidency. The dot-com world was imploding. Napster was pulled into court. The fourth Harry Potter book was released, which was... Oh my goodness. Goblet of Fire. And I met Jackie Berglund. Why I say that this is significant is that Jackie and I have been friends for over 12 years now, and I'm very proud to know her as a friend. So where I met Jackie was in the Minneapolis Leadership Program. So the Minneapolis Chamber puts on a leadership program that brings 50 to 60 participants together for a 9-month program that focuses on creating awareness on the various community issues that are facing the Twin Cities. So whether it's housing or education or healthcare, all the various topics. So we have 50 to 60 of us. And I attended the first meeting at the University of St. Thomas for our kickoff meeting, and I sat down next to this lady named Jackie Berglund, and I introduced myself, and I said, "Jackie, what do you do?" She goes, "Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm here. I just quit my job and started my own company. I really shouldn't be doing this. I don't have any money to be part of this program, but for some reason, this is the place that I need to be." And what Jackie had done is she had an idea. And her idea is that she was working for Kieran down at the local, Kieran Follier, who owns a number of restaurants here in town. And she was working for Kieran at the local, and she had this idea. She was, "Kieran, what happens if we created a beer, and then all the money we give back to the community?" Kieran thought she was a little bit crazy, but she kind of stuck with it, and she wouldn't let go of this idea. And so through Kieran's help, they created a company called Finnegan's Inc. And how most nonprofits work is that they are always looking to figure out how to bring money in. So you're always either requesting or asking for money, or you're receiving grants, whether it's through the government or large foundations, and it's just a continual challenge in how to bring money in. Well, what she came up with, what is now known as, is very much a social entrepreneurial model. And it's very popular now, but back then it was really on the leading edge. And the idea is that it's self-sustaining, so that you actually have a product that drives money and brings money in to support your nonprofit. And so what she did in 2000, with the help of the IRS and discussing how she goes about it, is she created 2 organizations. She created Finnegan's Inc., which is an S-Corp, a for-profit company, which then donates all of its profits to her nonprofit, which is a 501c3, which is the Finnegan's Community Fund. And so with the Community Fund, what she did for the first 10 years was she was very passionate about helping the working poor. So there's a lot of people in town that are suffering and going through poverty that face many different challenges, and so she focused on granting money or giving money towards programs that help those that were out there working. But in 2011, she had a change in her thoughts and decided that she wanted to be more focused. And one thing that goes really well with beer is food. And then she was introduced to a very innovative program, a program by the Emergency Food Shelf Network, and that is their Harvest for the Hungry program. And what the Harvest for the Hungry program does is it addresses one of the major problems that local food shelves face. And one of the major problems that local food shelves face is the fact that they never have enough fresh produce. So if you think of families that are visiting the food shelves, what is it that typically people donate? They go to the back of their pantry, pull out all the cans that they're not using, usually not very nutritious, high in levels of sodium. People that are going through tough, difficult times need nutritious meals. They need fresh produce. And so what Emergency Food Shelf Network does is that they actually have established sustainable partnerships, programs with local farmers that provide produce for the local food shelves. And so it's a very innovative way to help the food shelves receive fresh produce for the families that are looking for that. So what Finnegan's does is, how does this work, is that how Finnegan's approached it is that, okay, one of the things that's important to us is that we want the profits from our beer sales to stay within the community. So how it works is that they actually have a statewide program and partnership in the 4 states that they sell Finnegan's. And if you purchase a Finnegan's in Duluth, the profit from the money in Duluth goes to the Duluth food shelves to help with the fresh produce at the local food shelf. So if you bought something in Green Bay, the money from the Finnegan's purchase and the profits would stay within the Green Bay area. So it's a very innovative program. So full disclosure, I sit on the Finnegan's Community Fund Board. Proud to be a part of that. Nice to go to a board meeting. They got a tap right there, okay? Kind of fun way to give back to the community. But my challenge to each of you is that first, go visit the Finnegan's website, learn a little more about what I've told you, but I challenge you to have a beer. Drink like you care. Give Finnegan's a try. I also think it's a very innovative little gift. Instead of bringing a bottle of wine for whatever family or neighborhood get-together you have, bring a 6-pack of Finnegan's and tell the story. How by purchasing this beer, you're helping those less fortunate that need fresh produce, and you're making a difference. So please, drink like you care. Cheers.